Okay, there we go. Right. Welcome back. Welcome back to Space Marine. I know it's been a little while since I've been on this. I've already explained in a couple of videos why I haven't been on it. And why the recording has been quite lax in general. But we're back.
Space Marines.
Oh, do we have to go for this again? We have to go for this again. Okay.
Word from the second recce. Another horde of the Greenskins are headed here from the south. Gretchen stuck a knife in Saul's throat 2 months ago.
Not much ammo left. And this long, slow walk. Oh, I hate doing this.
Reinforce their position. Hold the line. And stay alive.
Aye, Lieutenant.
Right, we don't need to watch that again. We watched it last episode.
Genetic scan complete. Adeptus is starting. Access authorized.
Purity suit. So basically this is just rage mode. Best way to describe that.
What do you know of the Titans on this planet?
Only that our troops were sent to guard the Titan Invictus at Manufactorum Ajakis. But that was 2 weeks ago, and we've lost contact with them.
We need to reach that Titan.
Your fastest route is across the rail bridge behind the gun complex. It leads directly to the western gates of the Manufactorum.
So we go through that then. Excellent.
Get me that field manual. Stuck on bloody Forge World and not a single tech priest in sight.
So in general, to get on with the commentary. By the time this one goes up, Time Splitter's Future Perfect will be mostly finished. It'll only have Guardsman. That's heresy. Dancing will not save your soul. Time Splitters will have mostly been recorded, and there will only be like 2 or 3 episodes left of it.
Form a damn firing line!
Hi. Yes, bearing if I decide to do something along the lines of possibly what I'm thinking of doing, which is map maker, showing off how the map maker works and everything, we will pretty much be finished with the Time Splitters games. Collect that.
Dominus. What's wrong with her? Orc projectile to the leg. Makes sense. Amputations are down the hall.
Well, actually, that'd be a problem.
No implants. Just get rid of her leg and stitch her up fast. We're at war.
Move, move, move! We need those damn medipacks!
So yeah, in this world, it's not the niceties and pleasantries and the comforts that we're affording real life. Mostly, you wouldn't believe it these days looking at the state of the world, but they are definitely not there for you in this world. In this universe, shall I say. Oh, so this is where... Hello. Oh, thank you. Oh, they are just fun. But yeah, if you want to see, that is Fury mode. Basically, you can 1 to 2 hit most of the simple orcs. You die. How will we look around quickly? Nothing here. Nope. Cool. Yeah. So you can one hit the standard orcs. I cannot remember about the knobs. Ooh, hello. I'll be using this. They pull down and we're back at it. Visible violent death. Oh, so die, damn you. And then firepower. I think that's for using the
The
turrets.
Orcs hold the trenches beyond the ruins and the battlements beyond that.
And the gun battery.
The Orcs took it almost as soon as we got here, nearly 2 weeks ago. Our unit was the only one to make landfall before they gained control. Now none of our ships can get past the gun.
I'm looking at getting back into a tabletop game. I just cannot do the painting. I have to get someone else to do it for me, unfortunately. And it's not cheap, so I don't know whether to get into 40k or Necromunda first. See, I'm looking at going Chaos when it comes to the 40k. Necromunda, which, unless you're an avid Games Workshop fan, a lot of people won't know, it's basically like 40k gangs on a planet called Necromunda. I don't know, let me just have my drink. Coffee. Not a big fan of that one. I might just wait till that one's finished. Yeah, Necromunda, thinking a completely different bloody game, is basically just like, what's the best way of explaining it? Tabletop campaign is the best way to explain that, with gangers on a smaller scale to what 40k can be. Because 40k can be quite extensive. I mean, if you look at, say, the Titans you can get, some of them can reach up to 3 foot, 4 foot.
That's where the Orcs breached the gun battery. We haven't been able to make it inside the wall. There just aren't enough of us.
You have survived this long on your own, Lieutenant. You have done well. But you are no longer alone. We will retake the gun. You will get your reinforcements.
I'll hold you to that, Captain.
Do like the look of the Imperial Guard armor, to be fair, especially with the respirators on.
We're heading back to the command post, Captain. Good luck. 9, 30, 34. Injured workers should seek treatment.
But yeah, so enough rambling about what I plan to do in the future in my private time. Where's my stalker bolter? This is basically a sniper rifle. No, don't hide. He goes flat. Yeah. So, basically, I'm getting shot today. Not so high ground now. Hello. So yes, like I say, completely getting sidetracked again with cutscenes and rambling on. In regards to time splitters, like I was saying originally, about 5 minutes ago, the stat series is almost complete. There will be most likely a 1 or 2 map maker ones, but that's something I'll have to do. I won't show myself making it because you'll just end up, unless I speed it up, even then you'll probably end up with 20 minutes of just sped up bleeding footage of me redoing everything. So I'll most likely just show you what I end up with. I might do a standard and a stealth mission, which are doable. And that is unfortunately what a lot of games lack these days. You know, they lack the customization and replayability of stuff like that, where you can just keep creating maps, which is a shame. Map Maker's always a brilliant one. Hello, I'll take you as well.
Just get the ship out of orbit, pilot. Lieutenant Miller, the orcs cut off our reinforcements.
Damn it. I suggest we move the unit to a more defensible position, sir.
Do it, and make sure...
Oh, he didn't last.
Space Marines! It's this!
Shut up, Rot. There we go. But yeah, basically the basic premises, there will be possibly at least one map maker being shown, possibly in the very last episode. There's another one. The fact that I probably missed half of these last time I played. Oh, I can't wait to get the Diamond Hammer.
Once we get through these battlements, we will use the breach caused by the rock to enter the gun fortress.
The Space Marines aren't so much up their arse. Well, Ultramarines. They might be Space Smurfs, but they aren't so much up their arse like some of them are, like especially Dark Angels, who are quite a bit funny. I mean, they can be very xenophobic when it comes to the other races and stuff. A couple of the others are the same. But even with the Dark Angels, even with humans, they're a bit nasty. Whereas you've got like the Ultramarines, which aren't as bad. Then you get the Salamanders, who are, take a grenade, often regarded as the most human, well, I wouldn't say most human, but the most caring of the races, chapters. That's because, unlike the others who go down the full-on Jedi route, that they take you away from your family and everything, the Salamanders still actually have a close connection with their families, and that gives them a more joy, not so much, a closer bond with people. So they're more likely to go out their way to try and save civilians than, say, the Dark Angels, who will just focus on an objective and will save someone if it benefits them. I'll just use the Dark Angels as an example from what I've read in the books.
Contraptions across the battlefield.
Is this a new weapon?
Captain, assault support pods were dropped in this area.
Ah, no. Come back. God, I love it when they do that in games.
Take to the high ground, Captain. We will deal with the orcs down here.
I remember this being a bit of a pain. This is one of the reasons I would love to get my hands on the Diamond Hammer. Excuse me. There we go. How do I? He's dead. These heads just going pop. I mean, I might actually see if I can get this up on a multiplayer. Actually, let me do the thing. And do a bit of survival. If I can find someone to do it with. Because online, basically you've got Chaos versus Loyalist, basically. Aha, things go blood. Things go blood, things go boom. But Loyalist versus Traitor Marines. You can make your own like colour schemes, so on and so forth, your own classes. Or you can play as one of the official chapters. Let's say you got your Salamanders, your Raven Guard, your Dark Angels, Blood Angels. They are the Loyalist. I mean, there's quite a few Loyalist chapters, but they're like first founded. And then you've got the Chaos Marines, your Alpha Legion, your Black Legion, Thousand Suns, which are like Egyptian-based style, kind of on the tabletop, I should say. That's how they are portrayed, as a kind of Egyptian. Death Guard, which are Pestilence, you know, rotting zombie, like rotting from the inside out and constantly re-healing with higher pain tolerance, stuff like that. Iron Warriors, which are basically siege specialists, all stuff like that. But in the game, it's just a colour scheme. You don't, unless you've got like the, I mean, I've got the Ultimate Edition. I bought it when it was still cheap. So I'll have a lot, I should say, have a lot of the DLC ones that show off some of the more unique designs of the Marines and Traitors. So I might show that off. Excuse me, you die. Bonk. Excuse me. Yeah, the Space Marines do not show, they are not known for subtlety in their work.
No room for that jump pack, Captain.
That's a shame, I was enjoying it.
The orcs right into the gun fortress.
So, basically, as I've said before, Space Marines are just big hulking humans. And there are subhumans that are bigger than them. You got Ogrons, you got the Goliaths in Necromunda. Ogrons are basically, if I remember correctly, bred. They're extremely strong, but extremely stupid. Stuff like that. Oh, I'm stuck on a wall. Ah, here we go. I'll play this to the end of this chapter. Grots are easy to kill, little goblins. You know, they're basically just one shot 9 times out of 10.
This fortress is swarming with orcs. Clearing this place will take days.
Those guardsmen cannot survive that long. We find a way to destroy the gun.
Destroy the gun. Vengeance launcher. Ah, yes, grenade launcher.
A vengeance launcher.
That sounds promising.
Experimental Graya pattern Avenger launcher is a specialized launcher for magnetized fusion charges which adhere to basically the sticky grenades. I'm not even gonna try and like carry on there, the sticky grenades.
Many came facilities should expect significant delays regarding removal of deceased persons.
No. That's basically, you can blow them up, stick them, let them get grouped together because you're too stupid, and make them go pop.
An armory. Sure to be something useful.
Lockdown in effect.
That should be, yeah.
Melter charges.
Put those in the right place, and this whole fortress will come down.
We could put the charge on one of the gun's shells.
Leandros, you do the chapter proud.
Yeah. So they're basically melter grenades, are kind of like thermite grenades, or C4. Probably a better example, shall I say. There we go. Now, this is coming across as quite easy for the moment, but when we get to the lights of like chapter, I mean, what are we on now? We're on chapter 3, so we've actually advanced. Now, so we'll take this up to 30 minutes. Oh, I've just unlocked button down. Yeah, especially when we start hitting some of the harder foes and the other faction, that is when things are going to get a bit more difficult, a bit more challenging. Yeah, you did.
Space Marines! Come and get the Space Marine!
Is he still alive? He's still alive.
Shell storage is below.
Activate.
Access restricted to upper decks.
Down we go, down we go. Alright. Orbs. I'd say story-wise, not the best story. I'd still love the story, don't get me wrong. Unfortunately, the Ultramarines are like the poster boy of Games Workshop. I would prefer, I mean, they had brought out games where you can play as the Space Wolves, but that was more of a mobile game that they've just ported over. Oh, there's Zephyr store over there, I didn't see it.
They're not about to run short of ammunition.
There we go.
Cover! Get down! Get down! Hold on, Captain. Get me a medivac.
There we go. Yeah, and they did have the, I think it was Eternal Crusade, but even that was shut down last month. Bearing in mind this is October, so that was shut down last month. I mean, a lot of people, it felt just, it didn't do well, and it's the best way of putting it. The Eternal Crusade did not go well. like I said, space Warhammer games are always hit and miss. The Dawn of War games, first one, like the first one with 2 of its expansion packs were loved. I mean, I still love Dark Crusade. How do I? Oh, that was close.
Captain. We need to get the shell into that loader.
And then they brought out Soulstorm, which a lot of people didn't like because it just felt like there wasn't really much to it. I mean, I love Soulstorm.
I will place the charge on that shell.
Love Soulstorm. I love all the first. Oh. I love the first Dawn of War games. Second Dawn of War, which was like Dawn of War 2, Dawn of War 2, Chaos Rising, and then Retribution, I believe the last one's called.
All loaded.
That was
The orcs will feed it right into the guns
more
chamber.
like.
We cannot rely on luck for this, Sir Donis. We follow the shell up and make sure it reaches its destination.
That was more like a MOBA. Like it was a mix between real-time strategy and MOBA. Which again appealed to some fans, not so much to others. And then when they brought out Dawn of War 3, that was just a resounding failure. I played it, I've still got it. I've played it, I just don't like the feel of it, and very few people did. It was just, you know, they tried to jump on the MOBA train that had come out at the time. You know, like the big, same like a lot of games like, what's it, Call of Duty, and a lot of these other games did. They jumped on the, how they jumped on the Fortnite train, trying to bring out similar games. Oh, I might die here. No. There we go. Good thing I just remembered in the back of my head, Fury does that. Good thing I remembered I had Fury as well. Yeah, so they jumped onto the hype train with MOBA, and it just produced a substandard game.
This is not a drill.
A lot of people were not impressed with it, and so that was the end of Dawn of War, unfortunately. We were expecting DLC for it, and they just scrapped that. So it's one of them, unfortunately. But I say maybe something in the future. I hope so. I'd say, I mean, Inquisitor's a good game now that they've sorted out all the patches and everything. Pick up ammo, pick up ammo, pick up ammo. There we go. Yes, Inquisitor is a good game, very Diablo-like. Now that they've fixed it, it's a lot better than it was when it first originally come out. Necromunda, not so good. They tried to do the same as what they did with Mordheim, which is based off the old world, like fantasy style Warhammer. So you've got your dwarves, your elves, dark elves, stuff like that. I mean, Total War was good for that. Might actually have a look again Total War 3 at some point when that comes out. I can't remember when that comes out. Oh, run like hell, because I have just run straight into an ambush. Not using my brain there, too busy gabbing. Let me just sort this out. But yeah. So, There we go. I'll say, hired gun that they bought out. Let's talk about Total War. Hired gun that come out. That was unfortunately a bit. Good game, very Unreal Tournament like. Still on that one. Very Unreal Tournaments like, you know, the way, the movement, all stuff like that. But it was just so badly initialized for the PS4, which is what I've got on. It stutter and everything when you're playing it. Okay, so we'll get through the next bit and then we'll end the episode there because we're on half an hour. I'll have a break, have some breakfast because it's like 10 o'clock in the morning. And then I'll carry on the recording of the next episode after that. Yeah, it's through here. Well, there's grenades through here, shall I say. Yeah, I'll carry on recording this after. Probably do a little more Divinity 2. Then I've got to re-record a session. Because unfortunately, recording off the PS4 app, the remote play app, can cause a bit of issues sometimes, and unfortunately what's happened is I've been recording off that for the next series that's going to go up after Time Splitters, and the sound's not very good, so I've got to re-record that. I was 3 episodes in. Yeah. So we'll open that and then we'll end it there. Let's get whatever ammo I need. Another purity seal, marksman mode. Fury now allows you to enter marksman mode. Time slows down, allowing you to place shots with lethal precision. Okay. That's fine. Well, no. For the moment, that's the end of this recording. So, I'll get something to eat and then carry on recording. So, for now, thank you very much for joining me. Just trying to think if there's anything else I need to bring up now before I forget. No, like I say, Divinity still, Divinity 2 is still on the way. That's been recorded. Already spoken about Time Splitters. I've got 2 in the works. One I'm going to start recording once Time Splitters is finished. That's about it, really. So for now, thank you very much for joining me, and we shall be returning shortly.